What up, y'all? It's your boy Aaron. We back. The 404 Heels. One half, y'all, doing this Raw. Episode 3 Raw on Netflix, January 20th. Let's get it popping. They doing the walk-ins. And you know, Nia comes up out of nowhere. Boom. Attacks Rhea Ripley. Boom. Piece of, kept mashing her into the fence. It was a good attack, you know. Then the bodyguards come in, they try and break it up. Rhea tells them to leave her the F alone. They do so, you know. So that's setting up a little something later on in the show. Pretty crazy. No Pat McAfee to start this WWE Raw. Kind of interesting because usually if Pat wasn't there, your boy Corey Graves would have been there. But guess what? No Corey Graves. It's Bad News Barrett. Wade Barrett is on the commentating table with good old Michael Cole. I guess Pat McAfee was probably doing the national championship game, which was in Atlanta. Shout out Ohio State. But yeah, no Pat, no Corey Graves. No, that would have been, if this was storyline, a good reason for Corey Graves to come back. But it seems like that relationship is pretty much fractured, y'all. Are we upset? No more Corey Graves? Is he ever going to be back in the WWE? We don't know, y'all. We'll see. But we get a little J Uso kicking off the show the right way. Dallas hyped up. Go Cowboys. Dallas crowd was super hyped, y'all. Yeeting all day, yeeting all night. Man, they were banging loud, man. It was a good thing. Gunther interrupts, of course, because we got the Saturday night main event, J Uso versus Gunther. And man, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I think J Uso has a chance to win this belt on Saturday night main event. If you would have asked me a month ago, I would have been like, nah, no way. But just the way the crowd really isn't reacting to Gunther anymore, and then the way everyone is reacting to Jay, it makes the most sense to put this title on motherfucking J Uso. It just makes the most sense right now. The crowd is feeling him. It's hot. It just makes the most sense to me. But, Jay gets the upper hand. Gunther calls him the mascot of the WWE. And Jay's like, you know what? I'm the mascot for these people. This is my team, y'all. I'm here to ride with y'all. Pretty good comeback to the mascot. Kind of tit for tat. Jay ends up getting the upper hand, challenges Gunther to get back in the ring. Gunther says, hell no, I'll see you at Saturday night main events. I give it like a 55% chance Jay Uso wins this championship belt, y'all. 55%. What do y'all think? What percent chance do we give Jay Uso to win the World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night main event, y'all? Then we get a little, backstage segment between New Day, JBL. We find out JBL is going to be the guest commentator. And it seems like this is the JBL that is not the JBL that's going around to these indie shows, even though when he does commentate, he does mention that he is kind of going around to these indie shows. But nothing really happens. New Day, they have a little $2 getting JBL's face, They're fighting Rey Mysterio. Rey doing double time. He was on SmackDown. Now he's on Raw. He's really getting ready for this Royal Rumble. But he ends up getting the win over Kofi. Straight up match. JBL on commentary. It was nice to see him again. I thought he was going to come in and clothesline from hell someone. But he doesn't, He doesn't. We had a little backstage interview with Bayley. She's also doing double time. It seems like she just had that banging match with Tiffany Stratton. Now she announces that she's back on Raw. She's back on Raw, and she's going to be in that Royal Rumble. And we got a match with Nia Jax, y'all. Nia Jax later on in the match. Pretty good. Bayley, her match with Tiffany Stratton was unbelievable. So I was, we've had a banging match between Bayley and Nia before, and then we've had a really, really sloppy match between Nia and Bayley before. So we'll see what happens. But we get a little Sami Zayn segment next, and he's emotional. He doesn't need this Royal Rumble win. He doesn't need the championship belt. He wants it. He's out there, people got in his head. He's playing a little selfish now. He's trying to make it all about Sami Zayn, which every member of the OG bloodline seems to be kind of going on their own path. We got Jay over here. We got Big Jim over here. We got Roman over here. We got Sami over here. They're all kind of going their separate ways, and then maybe somehow they'll get back together when the time is needed. But right now, it doesn't seem like the time is needed. It's going to be interesting to see what happens if we're going to get Roman before the Rumble, if we're just going to get Roman at the Rumble. Roman did say he did say something about the 27th to Paul Heyman. Man, I hope it's not just a promo. I don't want no video package, man. I want Roman Reigns in the building, in Raw, in Atlanta. That's what I want to see, y'all. But KO's music comes out and he interrupts Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn's like, hey, man, I know we got to tussle, man. You went after, Cody, you went after all these people that are helping Roman. And he's like, I know we're here. So what do you want to do about it? KO's like, bro, you're my best friend, man. You're my best friend. I would never do that. I would never do that to you. You're my best friend. You are just a helping person, and I don't blame you for it. Kind of a weird take on it. And then, KO's like, hey, man, you got to look out for me, and I'm going to look out for you. That's how I know you're going to win the Rumble, and I'm going to win the ladder match. It kind of seems like KO is hinting that if, push comes to shove, you better come help me in this ladder match against Cody Rhodes. And that kind of puts Sami in a little predicament because, Sami's kind of friends with Cody Rhodes as well. So we're going to see what happens, but I definitely think it was KO kind of planting the seed to try and get Sami to help him because he said he's got his back. I don't know how. I mean, technically, Cody or KO can come out and help Sami in the Royal Rumble. That's no DQ, so that's very possible. But it did make it seem like KO was like, hey, bro, I might need your help, and you better be there because you're my best friend, and I'm not mad at you right now. We're brothers. We're brothers. And then we'll main event WrestleMania together. So KO playing ultimate mind games, y'all. He came out in that Bret Hart jacket. He's always got the good merch on, y'all. But then we get to Nia versus Bayley. Bayley's back on Raw permanently. Nia still seems to be floating around trying to get that, but she definitely seems like she's going after Rhea for sure. But let me tell y'all, shout out Nia, man. She gets a lot of hate. She gets a lot of criticism online because sometimes her matches are sloppy. And yeah, sometimes she does have sloppy spots within the match. But you know what? She's out there trying. And, she's out there doing shit that you'd be like, oh, damn, that like someone that big shouldn't be able to do that. She's always doing, she's trying, y'all. She's trying. She's out there attempting shit that people ain't attempting at her size or ever did. So shout out Nia Jax. And sometimes her matches are bangers. This one with Bayley, there was a couple sloppy, but they went for it. They went for it, and it was a great match. Nia ended up getting the win for sure. Shout out Bayley, too. Bayley out here putting people over. She just put Tiffy over in a straight, clean match to make it seem like, that Tiffy is, it projects her. You be Bayley straight up. That increases your stature within WWE. And then we got to build up Nia again to go against Rhea Ripley here on Saturday Night Main Event. So she's got to get the pin over Bayley clean. So good stuff from Bayley too. Shout out Bayley. Shout out Nia. This match was really good, really decent. It wasn't over the top, but they did the work. Bayley did a lot of the work. It was good. It was a good match, y'all. I was a fan of both aspects of the match. You had a little Roxanne Perez ringside. I guess, they just want her sitting ringside every Bayley match. I thought maybe they were setting up a Bayley versus Roxanne at Saturday Night Main Event, but I think they're kind of making a story for Roxanne Perez to enter that Royal Rumble and maybe throw Bayley over that top rope, y'all. What do y'all think of that? Roxanne throwing Bayley over the top rope. I think it could happen, y'all. I definitely think it could happen. But at the end of the match, you hear Rhea Ripley's music hit. Here she come hauling ass. We got another headbutt from Rhea Ripley on Nia Jax, and it hurt Nia Jax and didn't even affect Rhea Ripley this time, y'all. So I guess that rule's out the window. The Samoans and the headbutts, I guess we're just throwing that to the wind. That's not a rule anymore. Did they forget? I don't know. I complained about this last pod that they keep doing it, but man, this one was just blatant. Rhea Ripley headbutts her. Nia Jax just kind of wobbles back. She doesn't go down, but Rhea Ripley doesn't seem affected by headbutting a Samoan at all. I mean, the unwritten rule is no longer unwritten, I guess. It's just a throwaway rule that you don't even have to do if you don't want to. So I guess the headbutting the Samoan is gone, guys. What do y'all think about that? Is it disrespectful? I mean, it's gone. I mean, they keep doing it. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But, we'll see what happens, y'all. We get a little Dom and Chad Gable segment backstage. We get an announcement that Dom and Finn Balor will be getting a tag team match in Atlanta. Shout out. Let's go. Dirty Dom in the building, y'all. I wish I could wear a shirt, but I got to rock the 404 HEELZ shirt. Y'all come find us. We'll be doing questions for y'all a little before the show kicks off, y'all. But he gives Chad Gable's wondering for a little Lucha Libre help, and Dom hands him a little piece of paper, and he says, hey, man, go talk to this person. So we'll see definitely who that other person is very, very shortly. We'll see where Chad Gable goes from here. Maybe he tries to go after Penta again and try and, revenge that loss. We'll see what happens. But he seems to be fixated on some lucha libres. And there's no telling who that note Dom gave him. There's no telling who that could be for. We get Sami and, Seth Rollins talking in the background. And the only interesting part about this is we get Karrion Kross lingering in the background, y'all. Wonder where that's going to lead to. Who's he going to go after? Who's he going to try and split up? Maybe he goes after Sami Zayn in the bloodline, tries to crack a wedge between the OG bloodline. But we'll see. We got Karrion Kross in the background. I'm sure he'll be in the Rumble. This is going to be a hyped up Rumble, y'all, man. We got Sami. We got Seth talking, I'm going to throw you over. I'm going to throw you over. They got, this is probably going to be the biggest Royal Rumble of all time, man. And I don't remember them doing much like build, like they're talking about it a lot before this Royal Rumble. And we get that, that CM Punk segment, which was one of the highlights of the show tonight, y'all, man. He was roasting everybody. John Cena, you can't see me throwing, I can't see him throwing me over the top rope. Roman, oh yeah, he needed a favor from me. I had to help Roman. Drew sent him packing. Seth sent him packing. Sami, you're not even on my level, y'all. You're not even on my level. Man, this was one of CM Punk's best promos I think I've seen since he returned to WWE. It was amazing. There's a thumbs up. We think it was great, man. He even crushed your boy, Hulk Hogan, dusty ass Hulk Hogan. He can get it. I'll throw his dusty ass over the top rope. And of course, he knew that was going to get a huge pop from the crowd, but man, that was funny. He was roasting everyone. Anyone could get it, y'all. And he did bring up, he said, I got some debts to cash in, a favor or two. He brought it up, y'all. He brought up that favor. We don't know who it's going to be, but he does throw up the one at the end of the promo, too. So it was overall, hands down, CM Punk's best promo since returning to the WWE. He attacked everyone on the roster, went Cena, Roman. You can get it Drew. You can get it Seth. You can get it Sami. Sami got it the worst, man. Not even on the level. And, Hulk Hogan's dusty ass. Throw him over that top rope. Huge pop. Huge pop. Crowd was going crazy. Best promo from CM Punk I've seen so far back. We get the round 2 of Penta, y'all. Another great entrance. He's going against Pete Dunne / Butch. Fire match. Pete Dunne, when they announced the match at the beginning of the Raw, I was like, oh yeah, he's another one that's going to be able to hang with Penta. It's going to be a good match. They both kind of do a little, contorting of the fingers, the arms, the arm bars. We get a little bit of that. Butch can also, Pete Dunne can also, do some high aerial stuff. But overall, great match. Of course, Penta gets the win. I'm excited to see where Penta goes from here. If he stays on Raw, maybe he dabbles a little bit on SmackDown, but definitely Penta will be in the Royal Rumble 100%. He's going to have some great spots. They're going to showcase him, man. Like I said, biggest Royal Rumble of all time is coming up. It's going to be amazing, y'all. We get Io Sky and Dakota Kai. They handle PFC like no other. Not going to talk too much about this because PFC is not the best, but Io Sky, hands down, steals the match every time she's in a match. Another Royal favorite, I think, from the fans. I've heard a lot of talk about her winning the Royal Rumble, which I wouldn't be mad at either, man. But women's seems like it's coming down to Charlotte or Becky Lynch. But Io Sky, Dark Horse, Royal Rumble, it'd be cool to see, y'all. Definitely cool to see. The main event, y'all, we get a banging main event, y'all. It's going to be Seth and Drew, man. They're having some good times, man. This is a great match. Great story leading up to it. It's a WrestleMania rematch. The enemy of my enemy is usually my friend, but in this case with Seth, Drew, and CM Punk, the enemy of my enemy is my enemy, y'all. There is no love lost between any of these three. And now it seems like your boy Sami Zayn's getting mixed up in the drama too, because he comes out after Seth gets the roll pin-up win. He comes out to try and help Seth Rollins and ends up, haluva kicking Seth Rollins. So that backfired, and that's how it kind of ends with a little betrayal there. But man, Seth, Drew, CM Punk, I could definitely see a triple threat match. Maybe at WrestleMania, but definitely maybe at SummerSlam, because SummerSlam, I believe, is going to be a 2-nighter. That'd be cool to see. But overall, man, just great match between Drew, Seth Rollins, and, man, Sami Zayn coming in and messing shit up again, man. Trying to help, but messing shit up again. But this was a great match, great storytelling. There was a lot of chit-chatting and talking and screaming back and forth between Seth and Drew, which I really liked. It's going to be cool to go turn on them subtitles, shout out Raw on Netflix, and they subtitle all the chatter within the ring. So that's pretty cool to see. So I'm excited to see all that, see what they actually said. You can catch a lot of it. They were talking pretty loud, but great match. Overall, great wrestling. Even the PFC Dakota Kai, Io Sky match was really, really good too. But overall, great Raw. We looking forward to be in Atlanta, y'all. We gonna be in Atlanta next Monday. We gonna be everywhere, y'all. It's gonna be crowd. It's gonna be popping, y'all. Let us know, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.